in there.
I'll have you know, I had the idea for what's sticking out. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
So, I want to show y'all. X got me this. This shit is lit.
Oh my. Oh.
Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna aim these at my head.
Let me throwing you stickers. See that?
I wonder if you know I've been in Tokyo. If you see me, then you've been in there, you know you.
Did you hear my clap from out there? I hope you heard it.
I did.
That's
I was
Tokyo.
like, I wonder where that came from. Oh right. Didn't do a podcast last week because Fishmas.
I was watching Tokyo Drift today.
Is this yours, Cliff?
Y'all remember about Fishmas? Yeah, that's mine.
I was watching Tokyo Drift today.
Is that why that song's in your head?
I wonder if you know Tokyo. If you see me.
Take a guess what this is real quick.
It's a penis.
So, what's going on, guys? My name's Cliff, and this is Higher Education's podcast. As you might notice, these niggas over here are trying to negative.
I'm not that tall.
I'm
sitting all the way back here.
I'm in the middle of
We'll share this one.
How rude. Don't interrupt the man.
Thank you.
I didn't even say a word. I literally adjusted the mic.
This kid. That's why we don't let him on camera.
Mic though, like it causes problems.
Yeah, yell
Cliff,
over.
Cliff, this is why we don't let him on camera.
That's what I'm saying. You want to hear?
I
would have done it over there.
Next movie, you're done. Come on.
All right, so
come on.
like I was saying, as you can notice, they're trying to exchange gifts in the background because this is the post-Christmas
We're
podcast.
not doing shit.
So, post-Christmas podcast. Like Merry Christmas, guys.
Supposedly.
Open that.
Oh shit.
Merry Chrysler.
Open that.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, you want to do it one at a time?
No.
Open
No, I hate that. I hate that shit. My mom made me do that.
One at a time.
Stop. I hate to be the center of attention.
Round.
The open stands
Yeah, open
first.
stands first.
Yeah.
Let my headline.
Thank you.
Like yours.
The rap job. Thanks to
Oh
Hill
shit.
Quality
Oh
Seafood.
shit. This John crazy. Oh, it's another pop figure. Oh, that's fresh. Who that?
Why did I already forget what it was?
Hey, let's go, Mariah Carey. Let's go. Thank you.
Should we start singing? Should we start singing?
Yeah,
This
this
copyright cut.
I thought you could take her wherever you go. You can put her up wherever you want. Always thank Mariah Carey. All over Christmas.
What is this?
I'm so sorry for all
That's how we're
that.
opening this podcast right there.
It's gonna be it's turned down
Who the fuck
now.
rapped this?
Yeah.
Man? Oh my god.
Warning to headphone
Oh
users.
my god.
Look at that Hills rapping.
Wrap that.
Look at that Hills rapping.
Oh my god. Y'all like, I need to take y'all back.
I was debating bringing her gifts
I
to work.
literally teach my kids how to do this. Like, oh my fucking god. You guys are ridiculous.
I was debating bringing my gifts to work and using the fish
That's
wrap.
rap tight
Yes!
as fuck. That's rap tight as fuck. What you mean?
Yes.
That's the
Yeah, make some.
Nice.
make some fine tunes on this bad boy.
Was that a love letter?
Read it out loud. Read it out loud.
I hate being the center of attention. Somebody open theirs with
Thank you
me.
for always being there for me, especially driving me during Fishmas. Love you guys.
Can somebody open theirs with
Thank you,
me?
much appreciated.
Please.
Why don't you
I don't like being the center of attention.
Fuck,
Cliff,
Nigga, that's
open
what extras
yours.
was.
Cliff,
Go.
open yours.
Go.
Fuck yeah,
Go.
fam, I love it.
Yeah. Make some beautiful music.
What is this rapping?
If I make some tunes.
This rap is way more intense than mine was.
Now it says age 6 plus.
Mine was something. Oh man! Oh man! Hold on. We're gonna. Hold on. Do I have to read my note out loud?
No
too?
problem.
I'm bad at reading out loud.
All right, let's go. Fifth
Hold
grade
on.
reading level.
Will she chew this up if I put it on the ground?
Nah, you're good.
My cats like to attack it.
And my cats love attacking paper.
They do.
Is that a sushi
Okay.
thing?
All right. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm gonna make so much.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
chopsticks
Look at this!
too.
Look at this! You're way better handwriting
Yeah,
than
where the
Sam.
fuck are my chopsticks?
Thanks for reigniting my love of pop punk and a day to remember.
Fuck yeah.
You can't have what? You can't. You can't have sassy, but you can have this. No, I will take your dog.
That's cool.
See, then you
Take
gotta
the
do
dog.
The sushi chart is like this.
All right.
And we will enjoy a sushi date together, me and Sassy, right? Except you don't eat dog food.
Is that for me? Give me a sec.
I tried to feed
I
my
dropped something
cat a
in your
piece of
bag
salmon. It
here.
didn't work very well.
She was like, "Is this cooked?"
All right,
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so
get to the
excited.
bottom.
Thank
When
you,
you get to
sir.
the bottom, we know when you found the end, bro.
Just real
I
quick.
may have dropped it in there.
I'll have you know, I had the idea for
I was
what's
gonna say,
sticking
right
out.
here, there's
Oh
a
my
lot of
god, I'm
tape.
so excited.
I want to show y'all. X got me this. This shit is lit.
Oh my. Oh.
Oh no, he's gonna aim these at my
Let me
head.
throw these stickers. See that?
Yeah.
Thank you, Cliff.
Love it. Love it.
He's gonna.
Steve got me this.
There it
It's
is.
true.
Yo, I was gonna get one of
It
those for
conceals
myself.
alcohol. I thought of you,
Thanks.
Thank you.
so you can bring it anywhere, and they'll never
Thanks
know.
for reintroducing
Fish
me to
Mist,
Frank
remember
Ocean
Fish
and
Mist.
Rachel.
Next year, I got it. Wait,
And a
Always
lanyard.
down to roll one.
wait, read it again?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Thanks for
Very excited.
reintroducing me to Frank Ocean and NHL 17. Always down to roll one.
Fuck yeah.
Always.
See, I was gonna.
Thank you.
I literally was buying that.
Yo, we gotta
son of a
get
bitch.
fish on
You
work.
son of a
We've been
bitch.
smoking since we were like
This right here.
Yo,
15, 16.
we gotta get.
What is this?
Okay,
It's wrapping paper,
look
nigga.
at the bottom of it. No, look at the bottom of it.
Yo, that's his chance to wrap it.
I figure you could put it
Yeah,
Yo.
it's
like
a coloring
here
book. Coloring
or
book.
over there,
I saw your pig.
There was acid trip and coloring books. And
or
I
you
was
could
like,
put it on
acid
that wall.
Nigga.
I'm sorry,
I was
acid
going
rap
on the
and
side.
There's acid trip.
sorry, I'm over here.
Hold on
over
now.
here, acid trip. There
That's
we go.
for
There was
Cats
acid
the
rap
movie.
and there was coloring book, and I
There
was
was
like, I
acid
think that.
trip and coloring pages.
That's awesome.
Stop! You're really confusing
No,
me
you
now.
no, it's not the crazy
I knew
one.
exactly what I was about to say. You fucked me up.
Okay. I was like,
All right,
Oh shit! Why did you do
We
that?
didn't go to the extreme scale. We went to the one we all agreed on. We all agreed on
On
this
the
one.
second one, the second to last
Yes,
one.
it's the
That's
second
the
one.
one,
That
the
was, like,
first one you
actually
tried.
tasty.
That was like the second one.
And
we
you
tried.
said, "Oh, that'd be
Like,
really
the first
good,"
one's
and I was
really
like, "All
sweet.
right."
It's not your
You see?
turn yet.
You see?
It's not your turn yet.
Yeah, there was like scales. Of...
There was one that was
Yeah,
like
it's
lost
like
or like
this
far
joint's
gone
Let me
or
see that bag.
something.
Fire! I think it's gonna be mad Rick and Morty shit.
Wait, Cliff, can I see that bag?
So, it's got bananas in it.
Wait, I'll put my thing in it.
Oh, you gotta keep this. Don't
He
steal
stole my
it.
bag, by the way.
I was gonna say, you about to re-gift that back?
That was my bag for my
one for
stepbrother,
you.
but for some reason, he
Hey
decided
fam, we
he was gonna take
recycle.
it.
Alright, we recycle.
You already know what this is, but let's go ahead and
Yeah,
open up the new,
I'm very
the new
excited.
video background.
Cliff, you're gonna have to teach me how to make sushi.
The very.
Because
Because I will probably fail even reading this.
Bro, this is lit.
Let's go!
Let's go.
When I,
go.
when I bought it, I said, "Okay, this can be in the back."
Hills
of the
on me.
podcast
Hills
now.
on 3.
1, 2, 3.
I love how Dave was just like yelling.
I
Like
did
two
that
other
only
people would yell.
one
Did you
time,
see? Did you
and I was at
see?
the very end.
Did you see what they wrote on the calculator? They said, "Let's go."
I like that Kyle.
What do you say? We're making a W. We're gonna eat. The
Yo, this nigga
competition
Kyle
or
randomly showed up at work today just to hand me money. I turned
something? Yeah,
around,
and
I was
Mike,
like,
where's mine?
what? You're here?
I'm like, where's mine? I want to
Kyle.
know mine is too. Hold on.
All right, so the last present I got is for the little girl. Mommy, what did
The
you
star of the
get?
show.
She like,
I'm-
For the
shit.
star of
I'm
the
gonna open it for
show.
you.
Absolutely,
You're
star
gonna-
of the show.
Well, she looks terrified of the wrapping paper. So let's.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my.
Yes.
Let's go. Too lit to quit. Let's
Oh.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You're
Miss
gonna look so
Sassy.
cute. You're gonna look so
I think
cute.
we need to
Yeah,
replace
better
your
than this fucking
jersey.
shit.
Well, hold
Yes,
on,
Patriots
not
jersey.
replaced. Oh,
Shut
Get us
up.
outta here.
hold on,
Shut up.
hold on.
Is it a little
Shut up.
turtleneck? Because I'll scream. That looks like a little turtleneck.
Come here, mommy.
I'm gonna die.
Come here.
Oh my gosh.
Love it. Nigga, you gotta take
You gotta take the jersey off. What is this?
She can't be
Look at this poor little thing.
It's
Get her little head out. Look at
double caked up on a Tuesday.
it. Double cheeked up on a Tuesday or Thursday afternoon or whatever. That's America's ass.
Tags to one.
Look at his own.
Look at her poor head sticking out of this
Sassy
thing.
sack.
Looks like
Your viewers are gonna be like
looks like a
calling the
grandma.
freaking
Yes, sassy.
pet services. Oh my god, look, it's a little turtleneck. I'm dying.
Oh, hey, yo.
Look at her. Now she's gonna
Yes,
look at that
sassy.
hair.
Oh, hey, yo.
Yes.
I love
Miss Sassy
You warm
Kim.
now?
so cute.
Yes.
I was gonna buy her leg
That's
warmers, but I
That's so
thought you
leg
would
warmers
make them
too.
come off. Yeah, she would be like, "Ugh," and then
You like it?
tear them off one by one. So
Are you too yet to quit?
she's always
She's
too
nice
late
and
to quit.
toasty now.
Look at her. She's like, oh gosh,
You don't gotta know because you don't read.
you can't read. You know, I still get I not this year, but before I've bought cats, my cats
Like the
cards. Yeah.
Oh, so sad.
I bought them.
Nigga, they
okay.
can't read. They had the little paw prints on them. It's like, look, Oliver's.
I don't no, I think the cards
You
were.
just put
It was
meow.
like from
Words.
Pat, maybe from my mom. I
You
don't
put me
know.
out like shorter and longer.
I definitely
variants
get
of
them
it.
gifts
Like,
though.
hey, look, it's Words. Read that.
Meow, 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 meow,
Meow,
Meow, meow, meow, meow.
All
right.
And then for Max, pow.
So let's start
Pow,
this
pow, pow.
podcast. Christina, you brought me a topic last night.
Yes, of course.
About,
Actually, it was at like
about
1 o'clock
arrest-
this afternoon,
that
but
was
Pass
today.
that blunt, though.
Oh, I gotta relight it.
higher education,
So-
my ass.
So-
Yeah, he fucking put it out, didn't he? Like he always does.
Higher
That
education, my.
Lights it.
You're
gets
fired.
distracted.
Bullshit.
I feel like
It'd be
you
like
should've
that.
let it-
I'll-
No,
And then
no, it don't be like
Wait,
that.
wait,
It don't
wait,
have to
wait.
be like that,
We forgot to
CJ.
clap.
It don't have to be
You
like
already clapped,
that.
You missed it. Niggas.
Aren't you gonna miss this?
Well, we're not gonna have another podcast till next year, so.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, the dad
Good
joke.
Which gets you
We
to
coordinated
have
with
to
pink
sit down.
shirts. Look at this, we got
Now,
pink
like,
shirts.
Let me just go hop in the car and travel
Oh, wait.
now. Fuck you.
Hey, it's a
Talking about
pink
pink
shirt
shirts.
too. I will
Yes,
give you a
obviously.
swear.
That sweater's adorable.
But we
The sweater's fun.
Now we.
She said, "Dad, I got some shit on me."
Alright, I'm
Yo,
gonna take it
look,
off.
look, we
I'm gonna
could
do
have
the-
matched,
do the rest
straight
of
up
the podcast like
matched.
this. So guys, this is higher.
Can you please
Yo,
wear it like
that
that?
ass look like wearing this shirt.
No one fucking does it.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't, because
It
it
looks
doesn't move with your arms.
Flip, flip,
Guys,
flip.
look.
It looks like you're in a hair
Just stand there
salon.
like a fucking mannequin.
Clip. It looks like you're in a hair salon where they put that thing over you, the little drape,
Alright,
so you don't get
let's
hair on
do what?
yourself.
So hit me with the 0 all around, and the 0 is the lowest setting. Alright, fuck you guys.
0 is 100%.
Hey,
Let me get a baldy, fam. Let me get a baldy.
I really like the bib.
Thank you. But nah, it don't. I'm
Bib was
gonna wear
nice.
it when I lose some more weight. Alright, so
You
this
gotta get those wrinkles out.
topic that what?
Yeah, iron that
Wrinkly
bitch.
I'm gonna,
Iron that out.
I'm gonna do a lot of shit to it. So you brought me this topic earlier today
Yes.
about this wrestler
Oh,
who
God.
has made homophobic comments.
Of course.
Well-
Lars Sullivan.
Some redditors did some digging.
Of course
Hey,
they
good
always
job,
do.
Reddit.
Apparently, he had some previous employment with some cameras and some other men.
Ooh, and that's good. The biggest twist of
Time
2019.
out.
Nice.
Time out.
Hey.
Time out.
I thought it was-
Time out. Time out.
What do you mean timeout? Isn't it
Time
always?
out!
It's always those. The ones that are always the
You
loudest.
don't go
and-
to wrestling, no.
Oh no, you
don't go from porn to wrestling.
No, 'cause
money.
you can
if you
go-
built
you can
and you
grow-
need money, what else you
grow
gonna do?
wherever
Just
you
lift
want.
weights. And
I thought it was
maybe get
hilarious.
sponsored by somebody, or you can go
It's
to wrestling.
a
The
wrestling.
memes are absolutely
Like, hey,
hilarious.
I mean, I'm gay, so like
But
it's a
yeah.
little different for me. Like I wrestled and like I thought about doing porn, but it wasn't like a.
But you're not out there.
You don't do porn.
You're not. Hold on. Hey,
Why?
you know what? When
Okay.
it pays the
Wait,
bills.
wait, I'm trying to figure out why wouldn't you go from porn? Because wrestling is all personality, and porn is not all personality.
I'm just confused with the
Almost no
homophobic comments.
Like 30% personality.
Can we talk about the
30%.
nasty comments
Give it
being
like
made?
15.
And then.
No, I cut that number in half.
15? It's like 30.
Depends on where. You know. All right.
When I was,
I'm gonna say something. Depends
You're
on
a
like
good
what
boy.
position he was
Steven.
in gay porn because like. You know, there's different spots that you can be in. Sometimes you gotta be like the aggressor. Sometimes
There's
you gotta
top,
be
there's
like the, you know, like the little submissive one. And like it kind of is similar for wrestling,
So you got
but
mad.
like mostly you gotta be like.
But you're
the-
fighting for it.
Can we do a deep dive into porn versus wrestling?
And that's the wrong
What?
wrestling too. We
You gotta be
you talking
like
about like
aggressive though.
like-
Like you gotta like always be.
you're talking about like
aggressive.
Olympic wrestling, and we're talking about like WWE.
No,
So
I
those
mean
are
like
like
I mean
not
like
even
in
like two
general.
different
I mean
things.
like in general though, like in all of wrestling, like regardless of like professional like Olympic wrestling or like you know WWE, WWF, like you still gotta be like, you know, like super sort of aggressive. So I'm like, I'm not saying it's like an impossible jump. I'm saying like I can kind of like.
But what if
it
he was
kinda
the
makes
aggressive
sense.
in porn? So then it's just a straight jump.
Kind of makes sense.
I personally
Makes sense.
enjoy
This nigga
the
big.
It's
comments
not
and
straight
hate you
jump. It's a
gave.
gay jump.
Cliff,
You know what I meant.
am I passing out power?
It's a linear. You want me to say linear every time I want to say straight? That good. What? Outrage.
Thank you.
That was something to say. All right. So what was he saying?
Some
Damn.
homophobic shit.
Someone on Reddit made a comprehensive list and links of screenshots
Yes.
comparing them
Well, that didn't work.
to his video in porn, and they're
Yes.
like, "Yeah, that's him."
Yes.
Definitely am.
It's like, that's you.
He almost.
Facial
That's
recognition, yes, definitely am.
Oh, his comments are fucked up.
99.9%
Why are
match.
you commenting racist and homophobic shit on a bodybuilding forum?
Yeah, wait a
Say.
second. You know what?
What do you say? What do you say?
You're asking someone for a snap a picture of your progress, not asking for a blowjob, nothing gay about it. But that just seems so shallow, vain, immature. Wait, what? Hold on.
It does seem shallow.
I'm trying to figure
Hmm.
how the
Seems
fuck.
shallow
I don't know how
and
this
pedantic.
I don't know how this forum works.
It's not the first comment. Like, he's made so many homophobic
Probably won't be
comments.
the last
And
time
then it
either.
was like, hey,
Nigga,
you did gay porn.
Yeah, wait a second. He
And it
he's
was
gay.
just the biggest twist. And everyone was like, why is he
Okay.
trending?
He
Is he
says-
back?
Sometimes it really
And then
is
they
the
went
people
on
that
and went,
lie to
whoop.
us about being homophobic. That
Okay,
dudes
so it
turn out
says
being gay.
some blacks want to take advantage of their great grandparents'
Like,
Ah, that's
misfortunes.
right. He's racist, too.
And they want a piece of the pity pie. Instead of taking some personal responsibility, they choose to attack the white man and say we must take care of them financially.
Oh.
Black Panther Party, these guys are the epitome of racist clowns.
Oh wow.
When immigrants, particularly
Yeah.
the immigrants are Persian,
He's also a real creep in
the
girls'
illegal
DMs.
persuasion.
Oh, you
coming-
mean white people?
Okay. When immigrants, particularly the illegal persuasion coming from our neighbors down south, hear that we are the land of the free, to them that means they get free
Yeah.
stuff.
He's also sliding into girls' DMs,
mean-
real creepy.
You mean the fucking people that come from Mexico to try and escape tyranny and bullshit, like drug cartels running their entire government, where America is sticking their nose in like we always fucking do,
Hey,
trying to
hey.
escape shit like that so they can actually get a better life. Oh wow.
Listen.
That's crazy, the
Calm
benefits.
down.
So
Let's not forget,
That's
Mexico's going to
crazy,
pay for
the
that wall.
benefits.
Giving a lot of anger.
Crazy the
I
benefits.
guarantee it.
Crazy.
Hey.
He also says there's a gray area of rape. Refers to leftists as feminine and says he's against religion. That's just
Yeah,
you
gray
saying
area
the
of
right
area of rape.
There's
Yeah,
a
nigga,
gray area of rape.
excuse me?
It happened or it
Excuse
didn't.
me, nigga, no. Ain't no gray area. You,
There
you
isn't.
raped somebody, you didn't rape somebody.
It was
Like, nigga,
consensual
why-
or it was non-consensual.
Literally.
Yeah,
It's
black or white. There's no gray area.
in there.
Damn, he deleted a lot of these.
Yeah,
There's a
it's
forum where he's
fucked
talking
up.
about why
He
he's
deleted
funny,
his
he deleted
Twitter,
his Twitter
too.
too. No,
After the thing
yeah.
yesterday, he deleted Twitter.
He says he's against antipsychotics, calls people with mental problems weak, makes fun of people with suffering. Dude, he is venting a lot on this bodybuilding forum.
Why the bodybuilding for him? Maybe because he thought it wouldn't surface.
Calls the NAACP clowns.
Maybe he thought it wouldn't surface on that bodybuilding page.
He's against
That's
Middle
what
East
he's like,
tourism
yeah, I'll
because
be
they
alright.
worship terrorists.
Wow.
Well,
That's crazy. Don't let the blood come out.
Yeah. So he said a lot of fucked up shit. So I guess someone was like, yo, let's see. Let's see
honestly,
what-
I'm not
see
even
what Mars
mad
is
he got
up to.
exposed.
It was like, he's saying all this fucked up. You know what?
Yeah, you know.
Because when you say shit like that, it's like, oh, you're this or that. It's like you're probably picking on them because you feel that way about yourself. So we examine what he's saying.
So let's do some
He's
digging.
obviously not black or Middle Eastern, so he can't be hiding that. So they were like, let's see what else he's hiding.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
He's out on injury,
He
too.
only did gay porn with black dudes.
I read that. No, it was some white dude.
No, I was a white guy.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Somebody
not
took a
buying it.
You can't say
snippet.
only.
He was in-
you
he
can't
was
say
in
only.
whiteface.
Yeah.
Well,
Cameraman.
Penis it all.
Who's
You
your
do
nigga
everything
too?
but only. You can't. Only implies only, which means all.
Oh my god.
So ours, yeah, that's crazy. Anything else you want to say before we move on?
yeah, he's gonna get booed. I want someone to come up with a creative chant for when he comes back from injury.
So
I
that dick.
said to my friend
So
Jared,
we
I
should
said he
gag him
shouldn't
with
even
the Popeye's
return.
chicken sandwich.
I wouldn't even return after that.
Spicier,
Chick-fil-A.
spicier,
Chick-fil-A.
regular.
Chick-fil-A sandwich, yeah,
My bad.
Popeyes.
My bad.
Spicy or regular?
Nah,
Just regular.
Regular.
Yeah.
Dry as fucking everything. No
Yeah,
pickles.
no
bitch.
pickles.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, no pickles.
Let me see that real quick before we move on to our next topic. All right, I got a hits blunts fact.
Oh God.
Why does he do
So,
this?
did you know
Why does he do this?
when you're swimming
What a dad joke.
in the water,
Yep.
you're also swimming above the water?
Okay.
What? All right.
All right.
So,
Go on.
That's
Okay.
it. When you're in the water,
yeah, well.
you're swimming above the water too.
Yeah, because you're above
You're
water.
also swimming under
and
the
you're
water.
And you're in
Swimming
water.
through it too, though.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
You're
taking
in
over the
every
podcast.
Nice
facet of the
sweater.
water. You're literally the water.
This is why we're not winning it.
You are the water now. No.
You are
Wait,
water.
also there's water inside of you, so.
So the water.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
So
passing
water
through
is
you.
inside of you,
Transcending
and you're inside
you.
of water, but you're also above water.
And what I'm
and
saying
below
is, if
water.
you take the water, brother, and you follow it to the mountaintop, then you will become the water.
Okay,
Amen.
Hulk Hogan.
It's gonna be a preacher.
It sounded like Hulk Hogan. Take the water, bro.
Oh, brother.
Take the water, brother. You take it up to the mountaintop.
And you,
What you gonna do,
You
brother?
drink it. You drink it good.
I was giving a sermon. Y'all niggas just brought.
See,
Hulk
if you
Hogan
take Madame Zeroni up the mountain, then you see while she drinks.
then you
You and your family will be blessed for always in eternity. But if you forget to carry Madame Zeroni up that mountain.
So you can't just shout the whole.
Sorry.
All right,
Copyright
so
strike.
the next topic I wanted to talk about is there was a Christmas raid to this house that they thought were stealing a bunch of presents,
Oh,
and they found a bunch of presents. Like
Were they their presents, so they were stealing them?
they stealing Christmas.
I'm
so they was
confused.
right.
Yeah, so the Spokane police
But you guessed it.
tracked down a package thief,
Oh, you was right.
and they got back. They basically it was a Ford Ranger truck going around the porches stealing packages.
Right.
And on Christmas Eve, they raided the house. They got a search warrant, and they found approximately 35 stolen items, horse feed, and personalized gifts, and all that shit.
Horse feed.
My bad.
Why are they stealing stuff on
like
Christmas?
they even burn them something.
I mean, what happens is you just steal a box.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I don't know, but and that's what I would assume. It's just the box, and you just take it. You're not like, what's this?
Yeah, it's packaged. You just take it.
You get home, it's either lotions, or it's money, or it's a PlayStation,
Listen.
or shoes, or it's heels. You
Like-
can't wear 'em.
Shoes.
Frank
People
Ocean
stealing
tickets.
packages are really taking a risk. Like, you could literally
I
get
cried.
a box full of
Open mic
hangers,
Coachella
and you're
tickets.
gonna go to jail for
Oh.
You go to
really
jail-
long time.
Really, the same amount too. You
because
don't
it's
go
a
to jail
freaking
same amount
crime.
for the hangers as you would for Xbox.
Exactly.
But
So, like-
whatever's in that box is always a mystery. So
I guess that's where. Yeah, I guess
It could.
it could be. You never know.
What?
It could be an all expenses paid.
Nigga.
7
Vacation,
days,
yeah, it could
7
be.
night
It's not
cruise.
yours.
Hold on now.
It could be a bunch of Beanie Babies.
Could be a bunch of Beanie Babies. It
It's not
could
yours.
even be a boat.
It might even be a boat.
But it's not
A
yours.
just
though,
very
so-
small boat.
A very,
But it's a boat.
very
Put your cat
small
on
boat.
it. You just fucking.
What you gonna do when the
Around a little
cops? The
pond.
cops are on the. Hey,
Tell him you own a small
nigga, this
boat.
belonged to Whitey McJohnson, and you are not him. So we need you,
You
to
were
give up the
Blackie
boat.
McBlackface. Whitey McJohnson.
I legally changed my name.
Is that his name, really? Whitey?
You be handcuffed to the
That's
car.
the first
so,
thing.
is that
Oh,
really?
wait, can we
You
talk
sure
about
that's
this?
his-
Look,
that's
I'm
his
sorry I
Sure.
stole the package, but can we go over that name again, please?
Yeah, the name here we got
Oh,
is
I
Carl
swore it said
Johnson.
my name on it.
You don't
Whitey
look like a Carl Johnson.
McManage Johnson.
Oh my
Is that
God.
you?
Whitey McManage? Sorry.
Mayonnaise.
Oh,
Who's
sorry,
name
we
is
got-
mayonnaise?
I am black.
Look at
and
Elmer's
mustard.
glue.
My apologies.
Elmer's glue. I don't. You don't look like Elmer's glue.
Black and
Elmer's
barbecue.
glue.
Oh my
Black
God.
Yikes.
All right.
And
So
black
I
and make
compiled-
Louisiana hot
I
sauce.
compiled this list, right, of cartoon characters, and it's two sides. It's either they kind of smoke weed, or they hella smoke weed. So on the kind of smoke weed side, I got Garfield, because he always be eating lasagna. You know, he got the munchies,
Stop.
right?
Go to the other list first.
Got
Go
Bobby.
to the
no.
go to the other list first.
No.
no.
No, I want to hear the
No,
kind
no,
of
no,
smoke.
no.
No.
Go to
Kinda
the
smoke.
other list first.
I want
Why?
kind
So
of
we can
smoke.
pick it apart and be like, all right, well,
Nigga.
come on, this nigga smoke weed.
No, I'm gonna do this list first.
Fine.
No.
You do the best list second. You don't do the best list
Oh, I
first.
thought that's what you were
'Cause then
doing.
No one
Okay.
cares about the first list.
Fine.
It's true.
Fine.
I thought that's what we were doing.
You're right. Fine.
Yeah, calm down. Yeah, I'm trying. No, go to that one. I'm trying to get to this one first. Then I'm gonna go to that one.
We're just trying to skip ahead one.
High ass niggas. All right, so like I said, Garfield because he eat a lot of lasagna. I think that nigga got the munchies.
It's true.
And then we got Bobby from a Goofy movie, the one nigga that was like, y'all wearing white gloves? And his like
Jesus.
the hands. Yeah. That and then Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie, the fucking tall nigga.
Oh, all three of them smoke weed, fam.
Oh.
There's no way all three of them are not smoking weed.
They not smoking what Ed's smoking. Ed waking up with a blunt to the face.
It's like autistic or
It's
something.
like it's like 3.5 and a G.
Took
and a
one
blunt.
too many jawbreakers to the face.
Nigga, Jawbreakers was meth. All we need is a quarter, nigga. What drug you know that's not
Nigga,
cheap?
come on
That's
now.
meth.
They were fine. They were crackheads, man.
One of them at least.
Every day they wake up, they like, yo, we need a jawbreaker now.
They never got one. These niggas never got one.
It's true.
And then we have Beavis and Butthead in the middle because maybe they smoke on weed, but also maybe they on some other
I
shit.
feel like they're smoking like a lot more than we.
I think you
Yeah,
should
that's
personally.
That's why
ask
it's a
them.
maybe. I don't like those niggas. But then in the
don't like
hella
'em.
smoke weed category, got Crush from Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Fuck
That
yeah.
nigga was always dude.
Dude, that's gnarly.
Yo, easily.
So you smoke weed around yourself? Yeah, nigga, I too. You like 18.
There's no way he doesn't.
I was totally with it.
Say calm down, little nigga. Dude, you got that
Hey,
joke.
look, man, I.
We also got Shaggy and Scooby.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
It was
Shaggy
just
and a baggie, Scooby on a
Shaggy was the
doobie.
only one smoking.
Oh, yeah, Scooby was smoking too.
No, Shaggy was the only one smoking because the whole time he's hallucinating. Fucking. Matter of fact, the whole mystery game was high as fuck.
They didn't find one supernatural
every single
creature.
one. Every single time they're fucking pretending that Scooby-Doo is sitting there talking. Anybody that encountered that nigga was high. Anybody that encountered Scooby-Doo was just high as fuck.
You missing the whole world.
Any single one.
He was on TV at one point. And
they had a Zombie Island on Netflix.
Very good. There's a huge plot hole you're missing though. Scooby-Doo is the only supernatural creature, if he really does talk, that they have found or caught. Everyone else is a person under.
What about?
How did Zombie Island
Scrappy
end?
Doo.
How did Zombie Island end? Were those zombies real? Was it a curse?
It was real. I think that's.
It was a curse, but was it a ghost?
Yeah.
But it was real.
All right, it was supernatural. We'll give it that.
All right, okay.
Wait! And the one where they hack the thing hacks the computers.
All right,
I need to go home and watch it.
On an average, I'd say like
And they jump
80% of the people they
Or
find.
the aliens! The aliens!
No, yo, chill. man.
the aliens
The
too?
aliens! Where Shaggy finds the
Oh, that is
girlfriend.
yes, the alien one.
You know what?
But I mean,
I'm
like,
gonna
in the
be
show
real, those
itself,
are kinda
no.
recent.
Yo, you talking about
Those
the
kinda
live
feel
action?
Like they was like no.
No.
It
Do
was
those
like they
count?
was in the desert.
Do
and
those
the
count?
aliens come.
Yeah, they definitely count.
Those are supernatural.
Because
the
they
live
made them
action,
come to life
Yeah,
through
the
a
costumes that
machine.
came back to
Why are
life.
you trying to build down your own shit?
No, I'm just going over it now.
Now
I
we're
forgot
going
about all
into
this.
your own
I forgot about all this extra shit that Scooby Doo had. All these movies, all these
Mary
live
Jane,
action
that's
bullshit.
like my favorite name.
If it wasn't for the live actions, I've had a solid case.
You know, going back and looking at that movie, there's so many more weed references.
There's
that
so
I-
many.
that I
Oh
see
wait, which
now.
one?
There's so many.
The first one, literally.
There's so
The
many
live
inappropriate
action
jokes in
one?
it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
because
First
it's supposed to be.
live
It's
action
supposed to be like a harder movie, and the studio was like,
No.
no, children,
Scooby Doo.
money,
Money.
But it's so
Kids.
front forward.
Families.
Like,
money, nigga.
We
Like,
were still like
Families.
kind of young when that came
my
out,
favorite's
too.
in the second one
Like,
where
so they wanted
Shaggy
to
turns into
slowly-
a woman and he gets a woman's body and he just goes,
yeah, he looks in the
oh
mirror.
yeah, that what they
right, his
said.
And then he turns into a bodybuilder.
I'm hot or something. I don't know. But he
And
still got
then
his head.
Also under Hella Stoners, I got Chicken Joe from Surf's Up. I think it was always high.
Yeah.
And then I got Fillmore, you know, the hippie car from Cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
It was literally a Volkswagen.
Yeah, that nigga was just high as shit.
Oh, the fucking
It was
hippie
literally
van.
the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dream car, by the way.
Sassy, we saw your twin today.
We did.
Oh, yeah, dog came in the store. All right, I ran into some technical difficulties.
They let dogs in the store.
Turn it around. I don't think
This
so.
person
But
was
this nigga
carrying-
walked in with his dog and he was just holding it,
Oh, because it just had surgery.
and it was just so cute that I was like, I don't even care. I want to go pet it. I
Did
didn't
you go
even
pet it?
Nah.
No.
Nah,
Yo,
I
let me
didn't want to
put
ask him, and I'm not just about to.
I
touch
really
my
was
dog
going
while
to
I
ask,
ask
and
it.
then
Yo,
I
let
was
me
like,
put
no,
your
I'm going to
dog.
make this weird.
Yo!
Yeah, that's why I didn't ask. I don't want to make it weird.
Give me your dog.
And then I was serving him, and Mike knew him, and Mike started talking to him. I was like, all right, bye. Bye.
Sassy
Hi,
Kims.
buddy.
Hey.
But yeah,
Come here.
technical difficulties. Basically, the grandma got stunned. Cops came in. Grandson wasn't there. She about to get a fat check. Hella fat check.
Cash for that, eh?
Cash money. All right. What was your favorite movie of the decade? From like 2010 to now.
God, you really asked
You
me.
didn't
should
really
ask me
prepare
work
us
so I
for
had time
this.
to think about it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go first.
come
'cause
on.
Mine's kind of easy.
Okay.
I'm simple. I'm easy.
Well,
Endgame.
we knew that. I'm just kidding.
No. Endgame. Endgame had to be my movie of the year. Simply because like
Hi,
I like
honey.
Black Panther. Homecoming was lit the first time I saw it, but like
Black Panther was in it for 2 minutes.
Endgame was like February. It was like the very beginning. But like Endgame was like everything, all of that added up to that, and then I was like the
Look at
shit
this
on
warm
screen,
little
and then,
sweater.
yeah. I think second though would be Arrival. If you guys have ever seen that movie,
I'm sorry, we haven't had. We're trying to think about our movies over here
so yeah,
because I
No,
can't.
wow.
that's not like my best movie of the year, but that is like one of my top.
Look at you.
So I'm not asking for your best movie of the year, but like what's your top?
Year?
You're asking for the best
Of the
movie of the
year?
year? You're
Not
asking
the year,
for
the
our
decade.
favorite.
It's
Oh,
harder
shit.
decade.
Yes, for our
I would
favorite.
say Get Out is.
Yeah,
was that
I was
one for
really
me.
debating Get Out.
Get
too.
Out was like
Get Out was really good.
it was like the start of like a revolution in movies.
Okay, yes, I'm sitting around.
Kind
It
of,
was
because
like
it kind of ended
one-
with us too.
Yeah, us was
Get Out,
Get Us
Get Out
over
was
here,
so
sis,
good.
stop
And
it
us was just
tomorrow.
good. And
yeah,
everyone was
exactly.
But
But no, it was just like the start of like Jordan Peele sort of like shedding light on, sort of like the black side of horror films. And it was funny because, when in normal horror films, it's just like the stupid like stereotypical thing like,
Oh, this dude trying to kill us.
A bunch of teenagers go, to a fucking cabin in the woods or some shit like that.
And it's haunted.
They got some, it's fucking
It's haunted for some
or
reason. It's just
crazy
haunted.
ass killer comes
Everywhere
out,
they
but,
go,
like,
haunted.
with Get Out or like, I guess like other movies similar to that, or like Purge, like the last Purge, it was kind of like just like shedding light on like the person of color side of it. So like, like it was very scary to see like a white person coming in and like trying to take over like a black person's body, and I'm like, oh shit, like
That's crazy.
what the
concept.
fuck, yo,
That's
like,
fucking-
it's fucking
that was
nuts.
crazy. That was a crazy movie.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. But also like it's not really a movie, but you remember that series on the Central Park 5? I think it's How They See Us.
Yeah.
That was
really
too.
solid too.
That just like shed light on the past, and it was like
Yeah, and I hated people were
everyone's
like,
gonna fucking watch
"Oh,
it.
you didn't know about the Central Park 5? No,
It's
nigga,
like,
let people
nigga,
learn
no.
shit."
Like,
But
and even if you did, like, I feel like that sort of documentary, was just able to bring up like newer things, and it was a great way to, get the public to actually like pay attention to what happened, even though it's definitely something like we've been fucking saying, or people have been saying for years. But yeah, the police force is corrupt. Oh, really?
Decades.
We didn't know that.
I mean, and here's the thing too. I don't want to pay How They See Us as this like revolutionary film, because the people who agree with How They See Us are going to leave that movie agreeing more. I don't think the people who disagree are going to leave that movie agreeing more. I feel like it's one of those movies where like it really appeals to your side, and if it's not your side, you're kind of like. Whereas like Get Out is like you could watch it from a horror movie aspect. But what I also really love about Get Out is that in the simplest terms, the title is what it's trying to be.
Yeah.
It's we watch horror movies, or black people at least, and they're always like, "Don't go there, don't do this, get out."
Get out.
It
Leave.
literally
Yeah.
is the antithesis of that is get out.
And his best friend was the whole time was literally just like,
Nigga,
"Yo,
leave."
get the fuck out of there." Yeah.
I told you about the white people.
What's yours?
I'm sorry.
It's kind of a tie. I really liked Interstellar
Yeah.
a lot. That's probably one of my favorite movies. Maybe El Camino.
I didn't see that yet. But that's a
I
good choice.
I finally got like a conclusion to Breaking Bad, and it was a good one. It was worth the wait. It was worth the hype.
Was it good?
It was good.
All right. What's yours?
Easily it.
Which
Parts
one?
1 and 2. Because it is one movie. It's just they broke it into 2.
Okay.
It's one
You
book.
got reasons why?
It's that, it, like The Old and the New, and The Lion King are my 2 favorite movies.
Okay. Ooh, how'd you feel about the Lion King remake though?
I liked
Cried
it.
like a...
Okay, yeah, no, I went and right at the Mufasa scene, my mom, her friend,
The live
and
action one
I
did.
literally needed tissues. We
You
were sitting
knew
there
it
like,
was gonna happen. You already knew.
I was
Well,
way
it's
more.
gonna happen,
With this,
except it was just real cats, and they was. Yo,
no, listen, it was way more emotional with a freaking graphic.
All
The
right.
real cat.
He's like,
Yeah, lion. It was
Papa.
live action. It was live feelings.
See, that was the thing I was worried about that movie was the fact that it was like
Oh, I cried
actual
like a little,
animals
I cried like a little bitch.
instead of like animated animals. I was like, how are they gonna show emotion?
No, they
instead of
animated
it
it,
just
but
being,
like
a
they
fucking
used
cat's
real
face?
animals.
Yeah, I know.
They animated
They
it. I have it
But
on
like,
DVD.
But my point is, how do like animals show like when we make animals show emotions in movies? It's either usually animated or it's like
They do. It's mostly CGI for the lions,
Turn it
but
off.
they did
Turn it
like
off.
it is
like-
mostly
but were
CGI
the-
for the movie,
were the
but
animal
they.
faces like emotion? Did they have emotion in them, or were they just like animal faces?
I think they had emotion. It's Disney.
Okay.
I think they had emotion. Mulan looks really good coming out though.
As
So
much-
I'll trailer for-
Oh, I'm so worried
You
about
can tell
Mulan.
They don't have
Animals
Mushu.
Mushu.
Anymore.
That's how you
He's not
say
in the
that.
fucking movie.
No.
What? I know. Like, how do you make
I'm
Mulan
kinda-
without him? Like,
I like the build up, and then I saw where it was going. And one, I was like,
no, it looks
maybe,
so good.
Maybe did she not cut her hair in the John? Because in real life, it looks
She
like she
did.
needs to cut her hair.
She did.
She
She had long hair in the scene where it's like, I have 2 daughters. I was blessed with 2 daughters.
Because in the
And
trailer,
then
she
she,
was
like-
on the fucking cliff, and she took her hair. It was all wavy and shit. And I was like, yo, fam. you
No,
gotta
she
cut
has
that.
long hair in the movie, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
she didn't cut her hair. in the
she
movie.
still has
Alright,
long
so my
hair in the
point-
movie, but it's not as long as it
Okay,
was.
so fair.
She's got the up.
So fair. My point is that it looks so much more unrealistic in real life. Because I was like, that's a whole ass
It's
female.
gonna be
Yeah.
so good.
Like it's
They
there's a
should-
difference between like
Like in a movie, I was like, yeah, they drawing the same.
Some makeup, maybe.
But like in real life, it
Add
was
some
like
makeup
Well, like it was
Look
just
at
the bun
That's a
too.
face, and
Like
then
the
that's
bun
like a-
too. You
Good
could tell the
cosmetic.
difference in the bun, fam. Like why does your hair look way bigger than that dude's? Like come on now, fam. That bun look popping.
If they don't add my songs in there,
That's the thing too. They be taking out shit. They be
Let's
adding shit.
get
There's a whole
down
ass
to
witch.
business.
Was there a witch in the original one?
No, fuck no.
I was like,
There's
which-
that.
there's not.
She
But
wasn't a witch?
the live
No, no,
action,
I'm talking
the
about the
live
villain for the
actions
movie.
She
add
wasn't a
more
witch.
because I mean
yeah, I know it wasn't.
they
a
make
witch.
it
fighting
a
a
1
war.
hour
I think he
movie
had
They're fighting a
powers.
to
war.
a like
He
2
did
hour
have
movie. So
powers,
they
didn't he?
But
they have
then,
room
like,
to
did you see
expand.
Did you see
Of some
Aladdin?
kind.
I liked
like-
Aladdin. I don't know why it got so much hate.
Because it
I
was-
liked
because it was
it.
I know, but I
average
feel like
movie.
the dude that was.
No, I liked
It
it.
was
Main
alright.
villain.
That's it
They took the animated
Will Smith
and they
carried
add.
the movie, and he was alright in it.
Wait, Aladdin?
Yeah.
The new Aladdin?
I thought it was good. I liked it.
I didn't see it.
It just feels like why y'all remaking shit? That's a whole nother discussion.
Because
That's a whole
Disney.
Honestly,
I
I'd
Walt
love
Disney
to
put in
know.
his
'Cause, like,
legacy
alright, hold
that
on.
he want every
like
movie
Beauty
remade.
and the Beast didn't need to be remade. I love Emma Watson. I loved her in Harry Potter movies, but like,
Never saw it.
don't sing.
Never saw it.
I'm not out here singing, so I'm not like don't sing.
I don't know, Cliff. Work says otherwise.
Did you hear me, Cliff?
What?
That Walt Disney put in his will, he wants all the Disney movies to be remade
He tripping.
every 10 years.
He tripping.
So that every generation
That's why we
can
got
enjoy
Aladdin.
the
He's
movie.
dead. How's he
Three.
tripping?
They're pretty good though.
Was
He's dead.
Every
He was
10
tripping.
years,
He
we're
was
going to get
tripping.
remade.
The remakes
Now
are
he's just
pretty
frozen.
good.
Every
You're
10
not
years, we're about to get
Like-
remade.
That's not dead. Are you frozen? You're not dead.
He's
He
like,
has to
I
defrost.
want them. I want everybody to watch these movies. I don't care how old they are.
All
We're
right.
about to remake them 100 times.
It's like,
So,
misogyny shall live on.
My name.
all right, I got some stuff here from Reddit. It was the most infamous stories from Reddit history.
Oh, whores of the world.
That's not horrors. Of the world.
Whores in the
That should,
world.
that should be horrors of the world. Some of these
Horrors
are
of the world.
Some of these are
Junior.
really gross, and like I'm not gonna read all of them because
My
they're
favorite's the game.
incredibly gross. Like I told you guys, one of them, the poop scissor.
Nope.
Real quick, I told you about the poop scissor.
What the hell's
Oh,
a
you
poop
did it,
scissor?
nigga. We'll be
Ooh.
looking
Okay,
at
so
us
that can
like
actually.
this.
I
really
like-
bad.
we know
I
what a
like
poop
the,
scissor is.
um,
like we supposed
He
to
said
know.
poop
Okay,
scissor.
So-
I'll-
so
Oh yeah, that rings a bell. No,
from
nigga.
the best of Reddit of the decade, 5 years ago. It's Ask Reddit. The question is, if a crime happened at your house, what would be the most embarrassing thing the cops would find while investigating?
Cum box.
So, Go B Bluth 69 said, "My poop scissors. No clarification needed."
Oh wait. No. It's not poop scissors. It's poop. It's poop knife.
I'm literally reading it verbatim.
Different one.
No, it's the same thing. I said it wrong, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I was gonna say I'll read it. Up
Thank you.
So it says, "My poop scissors. No clarification
thank you.
needed." Someone comments, "Wrong, my friend. Clarification is definitely needed." All right, so I'm drunk, so I'll get it out there. When I was younger, I only took shits like 3 times a week instead of every day like a normal kid.
Stop sitting on it.
I also ate a shit ton, so these tri-weekly shits would often be not generously proportioned.
Because you poop it 3 times.
I
a
clogged
week.
the toilet so much my parents would get pissed. Problem was, these monster shits weren't going anywhere, so I had to get creative. Enter the poop scissors. A nice, strong, sturdy pair of scissors from the junk drawer.
Oh, God.
If I took a shit that I felt was just too big, no problem. I used my poop scissors to chop it up into pieces, thus making it flushable. As you may
Okay.
imagine, they got used quite often, and poop got kicked on them real fast.
Oh.
I quickly realized that these scissors could never be used for normal ever again, so each time I was finished with them, I wrapped them up in a handkerchief and hid them in my closet.
Nigga, you didn't clean them shits.
Haven't used them in 8 years or so, but
You
they're
didn't
still in
clean
there.
them shits. You didn't clean the shitty scissors, nigga.
Yeah.
So
That's
gross.
gross.
You can open that closet.
This
Oh.
reminded me of work with
What
the
about the poop knife?
poop in the toilet again.
I don't know what that is. That had to be a comment somewhere.
Oh man.
It's very similar though.
Yeah, you told
But,
us
like-
about the poop knife where the
When his
dude.
friend was like, "You got any poop?"
Yeah.
He was like, "What, nigga?"
Yeah, because the dude apparently used to take too big of shits,
And his mom
and
would
his
cut
mom
in.
would cut him up, and then he went over his
Oh.
buddy's house one time. It was like, "Yo, where's your poop knife?" Niggas like, "What
What?
the fuck are you talking about?"
What's the poop knife?
That.
What do you mean poop knife, nigga?
He said, "That's the
Oh.
day I learned no one else has a poop knife." That's another Reddit classic of the decade. Here's another one. Like I can't say it's like if I say cum box, do you know what I'm talking about?
yes, I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Oh, you know that.
I know.
How?
Don't ask me
Alright.
why I know that.
There's like Jolly
Shit
Rancher.
that's popular on Reddit.
It's also very disgusting.
I heard the Jolly Rancher, yeah.
I don't think I've heard that one.
No,
It's bad.
it's got both your.
I want to hear it.
What,
bad.
nigga? What? Please
bad.
go on.
I want to hear it.
No.
Oh, I
No,
do.
you don't. You kind of want to unhear it after.
Oh no! Never mind. Never
What,
mind.
nigga?
I want to hear
Holy
it.
shit.
Come on!
No, I'm gonna give you a teaser, and you're gonna say no.
The Jolly Rancher one? Because it's terrible.
I'm gonna give you one
terrible.
teaser from this, and you're gonna say
Subreddit you on,
no.
nigga?
Big ass
Subreddit you
babies.
on, nigga?
I will give you 2 sentences.
Oh, subreddit you on, nigga?
Only it wasn't the Jolly Rancher. It was a nodule of gonorrhea.
No, I kind of want to hear it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, what's good?
So
Yeah, what's good? Yeah, what's good? What's up with it? What's up with
Okay.
it?
Nothing tops the Jolly. Okay, all right.
It wasn't a Jolly
So,
Rancher. It was a nodule. Of
This is
gonorrhea.
from 10 years ago.
Well, she had a yeast
Question
infection.
is, Reddit, what's the grossest, nastiest thing that's happened to you in a sexual encounter?
So much worse if it came out of the dude's
So, user Rival the Creator says, nothing tops the Jolly Rancher story. Steve and his girlfriend Samantha went off to college in August. You already know what's going to
I know
happen.
what's gonna happen.
She went to
Yep.
Florida State, he went to Penn.
I just,
So she did, PA. So she
trouble.
decided to fly to PA to visit him. He's really happy to see her, so he decided to give her some oral action.
I'm having an issue with the orifices now. I don't know which orifice.
bad.
I don't know which
How do
orifice.
you not know which orifice?
I don't know which orifice is gonna go into or out of. You know, like you said oral. That's a lot. All right, cause a Jolly Rancher. If you suck a Jolly Rancher long enough, it can slide into a nigga's urethra.
Are you
fam.
serious?
It fucking
How
can.
fucking long have you sucked it out of Jolly Rancher?
Nigga, come on, fam. I'm just saying. Don't act like it's not possible. It's a tiny little pee hole, and that Jolly Rancher can get tiny. It can get real tiny.
I might have to act like it's impossible.
I gotta
It's
go.
not impossible.
Is
Nigga.
this
You
scientific?
wanted to hear the story.
It's not
I wanted
impossible.
to.
I still want to hear it.
Why are we
It's not
talking about
impossible,
shoving it
though.
up
I
somebody's
wanted to talk
people?
about-
Because it's gonna go into one of them orifices, fam.
Okay.
Come on.
So
R.I.P.
he decided to fly to PA, or she decided to fly to PA to visit him. He is really happy to see her. So he decided to give her some oral action. He had done this numerous times before, and he had always enjoyed it. But for some reason, this time she smelled really horrible and tasted even worse.
She was cheating.
He didn't want to offend her though, because he hadn't seen her in months. So he put a Jolly Rancher in his mouth to cover it up,
No. That's
even though
when
it didn't do much.
That's when you say, "Yo, honey, you know this will be way hotter if we were in the shower."
In the course of eating her out,
Sure.
he accidentally pushed the candy inside of her and stuck a finger in to grab it out.
Oh.
He took it out and put it back in his mouth. Only it wasn't the Jolly Rancher, it was a nodule of gonorrhea. As in, the blister-like structure that gonorrhea makes, filled with diseased pus, was the size of a fucking Jolly Rancher, and the poor guy bit it. I guess it was a really dark room. He freaked
Why
out.
the fuck you playing the
and
Jolly
started
Rancher?
vomiting all over the place when it exploded in his mouth. He demanded to know what was going on. Turns out she'd been cheating on at a club like the first week of college, fucked some random guy, and the stupid bitch had no clue what was wrong with her. She noticed a strange smell, though.
Sassy's like, "Oh."
She noticed a strange smell.
And you don't think
Hey,
you
my
yourself
crotch
checked?
smells. Maybe I should get that checked out.
Maybe before you
So
fly
are
out
you
to
guys
see
happy
your
you
boyfriend.
heard Jolly Rancher?
Yeah.
Oh.
What about... Ooh, Doritos?
He
No.
took a
Yeah, let's hear about the
nugget.
Doritos.
Oh, it's deleted.
I just hate to say it.
Dagobah is gross. I'm not even going to talk about that.
He took a nugget of gonorrhea out of her puss.
Okay, broken arms. Have I told you about broken arms?
Size of a Jolly Rancher.
So there was an AMA, right, with this dude.
The bodybuilder or the
Audie will tell you the AMA. I will tell you the title.
2 broken arms.
Well, without giving away too much info, I was injured in an accident at 14 and incapacitated.
Yeah.
I went from masturbating 2 times a day to 0. After 2 weeks, I was frustrated and took it out on my parents. My mom and dad knew what was up and talked about my mom helping me masturbate.
Oh.
They approached me one afternoon, and when my mom said, "I know you are frustrated, and why you are frustrated, would you like some help masturbating?" Blood was rushing in my ears, and I said yes, but I really didn't know if she meant it. I was excited and confused, and she said that she would take care of me when I went to bed, hours away. The AMA, which is Ask Me Anything, is AMA, I am a man who had sexual relationship with his mother.
That is
His mom jerked him off.
So now every time someone on Reddit talks about breaking their arms, everyone else always like, hey.
Call your mom. Nope.
Oh yeah, so that's that. Reddit is a very
Probably a lot
scary
easier
place.
when you have.
I gotta
something
go.
together.
Stupid question.
That was worse than the
I love-
gonorrhea.
I love these questions. Stupid question. Any possibility you were adopted? Nope. Biological.
Christ.
How did the researcher find you, and what made him decide to involve you in his work? Okay. I was aware of some of his work, so he was on my radar, and then I saw a notice online that he was looking for people in my situation.
What?
How many times have you Googled some variation of, is it okay to have sex with my mom?
Nigga, this ain't Oedipus. Okay?
He didn't answer.
This ain't Oedipus.
He didn't
He
answer.
didn't answer.
No.
Straight up Oedipus.
Were you ever attracted to your sister? Yes, but not overly.
Wow. Wow.
What state does he live in?
Wow.
Roll Tide.
Alabama.
Someone says, obviously, what did you guys do? Was your father supportive? Why did this even happen? Why?
Well, it's
Why?
not even why did it
Just
happen.
why.
It happened because it was.
Number 4 is just why. It started with her masturbating me, progressed to her giving me oral, and eventually we had sex / made love. It was a slow progression.
You made love with your mama, nigga. No. No.
Oh
He said made love.
my god.
No.
This nigga said slash.
He said made love. No.
Made
you
love
got
with
mad
his
questions.
mom.
Did you ever kiss? Was anything clearly off
He
limits?
said made love.
He
They
said
kissed.
we had kissed when orgasming, but it was weird and it rarely happened. I wonder why it was weird. How did your relationship with your mom change through those years? Did you still
So,
respect
like,
her
when his
authority as
arms
much?
were,
Did
when
it
his arms were
continue?
fine.
Did you keep seeing her as a mother? Or did you become more of a sexual
Did it
partner?
continue after your
Yes,
arms were
respected her authority. She never rewarded or threatened with sex.
healed? Oh wow.
Any jealous issues when you started dating?
With your dad.
No jealousy from her.
Oh wow.
How were interactions with your dad and your sister? Did it feel weird to deal with them? Oh, you just answered. Okay. It happened in my room and her room. All right. You just picking and choosing one you want to answer, huh?
No, he didn't answer that.
How is the Jolly Rancher worse?
Said no dates. So it's like mom's.
No, the Jolly Rancher's pretty
Yeah,
fucking
she
good.
cooks, cleans, drives you to baseball practice, blowjobs, bedtime stories, etc.
Oh my god. No, oh my god.
Well,
Well,
you just hate to say it.
Did you cuddle afterwards? Ever kiss passionately? There was no cuddling. There once was a passionate kiss that happened, but it felt weird, so we didn't kiss after that. Pretty vanilla.
nothing about
That's
that.
that's the opposite of vanilla. What's the
No,
opposite? That's
no.
strawberry.
That's not vanilla.
Fuck shit.
Oh, so Reddit is a dangerous place. Don't break your arms. You better get a flashlight.
How the fuck you gonna use it?
You better hold it against the wall. Super glue it to the wall. Nah, they got suction cup the other thing. So
Oh my god.
Ah, stop.
Oh my god.
That's what you need. That's what you need a significant other. Like, look.
He had a mom.
I'm frustrated. You frustrated. This is how it's gonna work.
He had a significant other. He had a mom.
That ain't his.
Oh.
What's that called? The significant parent.
Incest.
Incest, that's what that's
Wrong
called.
time.
Definitely incest. It's definitely what they
A
call
lot
it.
of it.
No. Oh my god.
And statutory.
That might be the worst. I don't know if I could find a story that tops that.
Yeah, maybe even statutory. His arms are broken. He couldn't stop it if he wanted to.
That's my. I can't even find that question. Did they stop with his arms healed?
That's what I'm saying.
When his arms healed, was he just like, "Hey, let's keep doing this"? And she was just like, "Yup, Alabama for you, huh?" Fucking wild.
That's like my biggest question. If you ever have a son, would you support your wife in the same situation arose? Probably not.
He said that probably not.
Probably not.
He's probably scarred from
He's
it.
selfish ass nigga.
He's probably scarred from it.
So why would I let that happen to me?
He's probably very scarred from
I wouldn't let that shit happen to me. Though.
it. Haunts him every day. How old
Damn.
was he when he broke his arm?
She was wearing a long t-shirt. She told me not to come. And she rode me for about a minute.
What?
She then finished me with her in my mouth, or with me in her mouth. My head was spinning.
What's going on?
What are we talking about?
I was reading about the first time.
Let's talk about his mom writing him.
Yeah. he
Oh.
described it very
She
vividly.
said she wrote him with a t-shirt on. No.
Stop.
No.
It's too much.
No.
Would your father support his wife's decision to sleep with his son?
No.
Someone else said, "Kid tested, dad approved."
No.
Kid tested, dad approved.
Well,
So I'm gonna say, the comment geeks. I love all these comments. All right, this is the last one. Someone said, "Do you still continue the sexual relationship today?" He said, "No, it ended after I left for college. It started to slow down, then eventually stopped. There was an event that ended it. I had talked to my mother and father about it over the years. Subject's not off limits. I don't think that either of us wishes to start again." Someone said, "Long distance relationships can be tough." That's it. All
Don't
right.
you?
Reddit. If you want to see more, just look up Reddit Hall of what's it called? Gross, nasty, disgusting.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
I
There's
believe you.
there are some non-gross ones. I don't want to bring them up, but like one of my favorite non-gross ones. Look it up. Is about this nigga named Kevin. It's in a ask Reddit thread about like teachers who's the worst student you've ever come across, and this nigga Kevin is the absolute worst. Like, I'm not gonna read all of it because it's a fucking novel. But here's a list of things. She says, here's a list of things that made it abundantly clear that God exists, and he's laughing uncontrollably. Kevin frequently forgets when and where his class was. Kevin ate an entire 24-pack of crayons and puked, then did it again the next day, in 9th grade. Kevin's dad wrote tuition checks and mailed them in to me, his English teacher, at a public school. When I gave this back to Kevin to give to his dad with a note explaining that this is the public school, Kevin got in trouble for trying to spend it at 7-Eleven.
So wait, say this again. Say this again.
Kevin's dad wrote a tuition check and mailed them to me, his English teacher,
Yes.
at a public school.
Yes.
When I gave it back to Kevin, voided with a note explaining that this is the public school, Kevin got in trouble for trying to spend it at 7-Eleven.
Voided it. Why she voided? That's fucked up.
No, she didn't void it. Nigga, you can't just spend checks with your name not on it.
You gotta like.
Written out to not the store.
You gotta just be like.
Not.
All right, Kevin, it's your check now.
Can't just erase shit off a check. It's already written. Kevin was removed from the culinary arts program after leaving a cutting board on the gas stove and starting a fire twice. Kevin threw his lunch at the school resource officer and tried to run away. Ran into a door and insisted it wasn't him. Kevin stole my phone during class. I called it. It rang. He denied that it was ringing. Not that it wasn't his or he didn't have it, but that it wasn't ringing. He tried it again 3 times. Kevin called the basketball coach a motherfucking bitch during gym.
Yes,
Basketball tryouts were that afternoon.
He's a motherfucking bitch.
Kevin tried out.
No.
He didn't make the
He
team.
didn't make it.
I can see why.
He's a motherfucking bitch. Coach being a little bitch.
Kevin's mom can never remember what school he went to. She missed several meetings because she drove to other schools.
Oh.
Kevin tased himself in the neck before a football game.
Jesus.
Kept a bottle of orange Kool-Aid in his backpack for 4 months. Thought it would turn into alcohol. He drank it during homeroom and threw up. Kevin says the N-word a lot.
Kevin.
Oh.
Kevin was white.
Kevin.
The high school was 84% black.
Kevin.
Kevin got beat up a lot.
Kevin got beat up a lot.
Kevin stole another student's iPhone and tried to sell it back to them.
Oh, try to sell
Well.
Kevin didn't understand that his grade was dependent on tests, quizzes, homeworks, class
You sound like
participation.
Kenny.
Kevin spit on the girl and said, "You should get out of these wet clothes." The girl was a Spanish student teacher.
Well.
Wow.
Yo, this nigga Kevin's a savage, yo. Yo, that's savage. Oh my God, what else he do? What else did he do, man? He said he should get out of these wet clothes. Kevin.
Because wait, if someone spit on me, I'm gonna want to square up right away.
Yeah, right.
And then he come with that bullshit, and he like,
I wouldn't want to get naked. I would fight.
Savage.
Sat there and looked at him like, what nigga, what are you talking about? Get out of these wet clothes, nigga, no.
Kevin didn't
What?
know dogs and cats were different animals. He thought they were different genders.
See.
Kevin tried to download porn onto a computer in the library at the circulation desk while he was on
That's the most public one, nigga. What are you doing?
No.
Fuck him.
What are you doing with your life?
Kevin, you dumbass.
Kevin asked a girl to prom, and he was in 8th grade, and freshmen don't go to prom, by asking for her phone number and then texting her his address. Kevin got gum in his hair consistently.
Oh my God.
Kevin regularly tried to cheat on assignments by knocking the pile over, grabbing one before I picked them all up, and then writing his name on whatever there was room.
Yes.
Kevin had several allergies, but neither his parents nor he could remember what they were.
Oh my God.
Oh.
There was
This kid's
very
fucked.
concerned that the holiday party, it's high school, we don't have those, would have peanuts.
this
When they
kid
finally
is
get a
fucked.
doctor's note, he was allergic to amoxicillin.
It's a fucking, oh my God.
Well.
It's an antibiotic. It's antibiotics.
Kevin and his parents took a trip to Nassau. How the fuck did they even get
Nashville.
airline tickets? What?
That's right.
Yeah. And forgot all their luggage at home.
Oh my God.
I didn't believe him when he told me until I talked to his mom, who told me the first thing when I saw her at the bi-weekly meeting.
She remembered the school this time?
Kevin's grandfather apparently died in the chainsaw accident. I can only assume God was looking the other way that day.
Oh my God. Oh my God. God ain't
So
God
people be
ain't on
like,
his
people be
side.
like, fuck Kevin.
Nah,
Why,
fuck
though?
Kevin. Kevin's a savage, nigga.
His family is no help.
Hell no,
His
man.
family is no help.
This nigga Kevin's a
His
savage,
dad sent
man.
a fucking check to his
How has he
English
made
teacher.
it that long?
His mom drove to the wrong school
Nigga, it's
multiple
public
times.
school. We don't need your checks.
Why
I mean,
did
we
he-
need them, but like,
We do need
Not
them,
like
but
that,
I
not
can't,
like
I can't
that.
cash this. They gonna sue me if I cash this.
oh my god.
Please donate this.
I would honestly tell him to start
not
making
even
it out to her.
I was gonna say you just pull and say, hey, just.
I
put
would
that
say,
out
hey, you're
there.
making it out to the wrong
With
person.
Wilson-
Let me give you my name.
I will personally tutor Kevin. What we gonna learn, nigga? Just sit there and don't say shit.
And read that book.
You're not
Say a
reading.
word.
We
Kevin's
gonna
not.
learn.
Kevin can't read.
Kevin definitely can't read.
Try typing porn. He P-E-R.
Pern.
Burn. Prune.
Man, that's not even how you spell it.
Come on.
Damn
Prune.
it, Kevin.
He tried to download it at the fucking
Right there.
Spit on somebody.
the circulation.
Said, hey, you should get out of those wet clothes.
Did he hot first or did
Probably, yo.
Probably fucking hacked the loogie.
Oh my god.
After all those
Get out of those wet
crayons,
clothes.
he ate
Yeah,
probably
It's
like
like a mess of yellow and brown and blue and red.
You should get out of
Yeah.
those clothes.
Oh my bad, that's the crayon. You want to get out of those wet Crayola clothes?
You fucking sneezed on me.
Jesus. All right.
Kevin.
Kevin is a
savage.
savage.
Sassy, get away from my sandwiches.
Kevin.
Come here.
She's too late to quit.
We need
Come
to
here.
talk about Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah, have you seen that movie?
Should
There's
relight
something
this
about we
blunt.
need to talk about Kevin. I'm about to. Something like we need to talk about Kevin, or like something's wrong with Kevin. The problem with Kevin. But it's basically like this nigga. It's really a movie that's like trying to explore nature versus nurture. And she has a kid that ends up ending the movie becomes a school shooter. And it's did the mother make him this way because the mother always felt that this baby was evil from the beginning, and so she always hated this baby from when it like she didn't want it, and then it comes out she still doesn't want it, but now she hates it and thinks it's evil. And then he grows up and he like locks a bunch of kids in the gym and shoots on them with bow and arrows. And the mom rolls up, and the movie ends with like the mom being ostracized. She still lives in the town, but everyone hates her, and she visits her son in jail. But Kevin like murked all these niggas with a hunting bow.
What movie is this?
We need to talk about Kevin. or the
Kevin
problem
was
with
really a
Kevin,
It's
dude.
got,
Kevin's goddamn
It
name.
randomly has who's that
Macaulay
nigga?
Culkin.
Who's that nigga? No. He's always
Yeah, that
with,
one.
He's always
That guy.
with, he's always with Will Ferrell. And he's got like the hair.
Adam
Oh, in
McKay
Step
or some
Brothers?
shit like that.
Yeah,
Adam
what's his name?
McKay,
No, I don't
Adam,
But the dude from Step Brothers, yeah, I don't know his name.
I feel like it's Adam McKay or something like that.
But yeah, he's randomly in it, and it's not a comedy. So I was like, why are you in this movie? Like niggas can't just branch out.
No, it's John. Adam McKay is the other dude.
Oh,
Adam
yeah.
McKay is the other dude.
Nah, it's this dude,
Yeah,
John C. Reilly.
Which one's Adam McKay?
All right, guys,
About that movie.
we have gotten to the end of our podcast, and now it's time
Is that a Logic beat?
for horrors of the
Sounds like
world.
Oh, sounds kind of Logic.
Yeah, listen, we talking about some people that just got trapped. Listen, I got the gun, brap. We talking about a woman surrounded by sand. Talking about the woman that got the hand. Listen, she didn't know what to do. She was running around like she was in the zoo. She just needed to find the beat. She was trapped, she ain't have nothing on her feet. Looked around, saw some cactus, but she ain't got nothing, just like Katniss. No bow and arrow, she just got someone like a pharaoh. Ain't got no food or water. She wished that she had a daughter that would come out and play. Just had to go and finish off the day. So, right when she hopped back in the sun, she had to go and get undone. Had to make sure that she lived her life. Had to go and finish off her fight. So, this is Horrors of the World, the last freestyle. Better grab your girl. This going into 2020. Better go, better have some honey. I have anything wrong with 2020.
Money.
2020, let me get that money.
But yeah, that was
She must get
That money, honey.
that was
Oh,
off the
Sassy,
dome.
you flowing?
I would Go.
That's
Go ahead. Yeah.
Spit some bars. Spit some
Yeah.
bars.
She really like, hey, can y'all shut the fuck up?
Yeah, y'all shut the fuck up right now. I'm trying to say something.
But yeah, that was off the dome. I was happy with that. But horrors of the world, we're talking about being trapped in the desert.
Look at that face.
What would you do?
Probably burn alive because I'm pretty pale.
Probably.
Sunburn gets
Like
me.
sunscreen, nigga. What can I use? The cactus juice, the sunscreen. Oh my god.
Bury yourself.
I'm gonna need that aloe from the cactus.
Hey, what, you wanna go outside? Oh, that's what it was.
Cacti have water.
You weren't spitting bars?
Thank you, Sam. I'll wait till you get back.
Cacti have water in them.
I was what were we just saying, cause
And the aloe.
We would still burn. Yeah, we just take us
still
longer, but yeah,
We would just die.
Cause we don't know what we burn. We just you bunch of fuck skin cancer. We just brought, yeah, that's sunburn all right here.
Well, I'm dead shit.
Y'all get red. We just get flaky. It's blistery. Be like, oh, that's bad.
Turn into King Kong.
I got burnt like that. Nah, the only sunburn I ever got was when we were up in the mountains of Saranac. I had that shit all across my neck. Literally in the mountains with the sun beating over us. That's what it took for me to get sunburned.
What's up, my
And I only got it like right here.
my manager?
That shit
I
hurt.
easily get sunburn.
My manager told one of my coworkers at my old job that she got blacked.
No, that's not what she got. She got dick down. That's what she
Yeah.
got. She said.
No, she said you got black, and she was white.
What?
Saying it to a black coworker.
What should that mean?
That's not right.
No,
No, that's
at
not
all. Not at all. Not at all. Everybody was
I'm
like,
almost as tan as you. You almost about to be as slapped as you.
me and Dale Jean.
I would have just left. I've been like, I'm gonna call
I don't know
off.
how to feel
I need to
about
go
that. I just kind of
home.
stood there
Yeah,
very
what?
awkwardly like,
That's
now
not
what?
I like that
Dude,
Damien
he's about
just
to-
started
he's about to
laughing.
be mad
Got
as
black.
shit.
All right, so you're gonna get slapped now, right?
That kind of run. Don't start with your shit.
I didn't ask for that.
Are you a rapper?
No, we beating the ass.
Follow-up question: are you a rapper?
All right.
Follow-up question.
Horrors of the world. I want to tell the tale of a 72-year-old Ann Rogers of Arizona who was reported missing by her family on March 31st, 2016.
Literally gonna be.
So basically what happened was she took
Not
a...
answering his phone.
I'm gonna go on a hike. They're gonna be like, "Yo, where's X?" X ain't gonna answer.
It better not be where she was because she was driving,
I'm moving to Oklahoma.
took a wrong turn down a remote desert road in Arizona and then ran out of gas.
Damn.
To worsen the situation, she was out of range on her cell phone. So she made the right move on a night one of her situation by staying with her car. She had extra clothes for warmth and some snacks and water. On the second day, she made the decision that has killed many people over the past century. She left her spot that she was trapped to go look for help. Because if you're wrecked somewhere or trapped somewhere, they usually find the wreckage first. And if you see a movie and they find the wreckage and they're like, now where'd they go? Follow the footprints. That'd be harder in real life. The waves come and wash those away and ain't no
Well,
footprints.
you're in the middle of the desert too, so like sand.
Well, no, I'm just putting shit
Well,
there.
no.
Like, yeah, literally
like,
anything.
Even
Like,
like,
yeah.
yeah, you can't track no fucking footsteps.
Like, nigga, they gone.
It's sand. It's dirt everywhere. No.
Shifting.
So she left the vehicle to look for help. Had she stayed with the vehicle, her ordeal would have been shortened by several days, since the police found her abandoned car on April 3rd.
She got lost when?
She got lost on March 31st.
Oh, so literally 3 days
4
later.
days.
4 days later.
Because she got lost at night. So 3 days she had to wait.
Um,
I would have been camped out, listening to music, wait till my car dies.
But she also showed a remarkable skill for like being in the wilderness. Each night she built a fire for warmth. She drank pond water for hydration.
Nigga, just stay at your car.
She found
Literally.
edible plants along the way,
Just
and
stay at
Yeah,
your
later.
fucking
she found
car.
the turtle that she killed and roasted.
Well,
Yeah, later.
Savage.
No, this bitch.
If you ever saw a turtle, would you know how to roast it? Like we got the shell.
nah, I couldn't
Hey,
kill
listen,
it.
If I'm
Save
hungry,
the turtles.
if I'm hungry
Save the
enough,
turtles.
I
will
couldn't
figure
kill
out.
it.
I will.
I
figure
couldn't
it
do
out.
it. I don't have
No,
the
so
heart.
that's I thought about that because I couldn't either. If you were about to starve
No, I would die out
and
there.
you saw a turtle,
I
and
would
it just
die.
walked by you and then just died, like it just killed over.
Eat the shit
All right,
out
if
of
it
the
dies on natural causes, okay,
Then,
but
like,
I'm not going out
how
of my
the
way to
fuck you
hurt
gonna
it.
get in it though? That's my question.
Same way you do a lobster.
Oh, all right, we're done with this. All right, so
that bitch
No.
Same way you do a lobster, fam.
Crack that bitch open.
Yep.
Okay, so she
Those
ate
probably
the
unhard.
turtle. Each of these skills she claimed to learn from her survival class at the Y. It's like that. It's like no, why? Grab that.
Her survival class at the Y.
And she continued the research the topic of desert survival just because she
Casual.
lived in Arizona.
Casual plug.
She told the authorities that she was angry with him at one point since help hadn't came. Bitch, if you would have stayed with the car, would have
Literally, if you sat with her car.
Local sheriff
saved you
department.
like 4 days ago.
Everybody was looking for her. But again, her know-how came into play. She made a large help sign from sticks and rocks, which a DPS pilot spotted on the night day of her predicament.
You know what's crazy? She just stayed in her car.
If she just stayed in her fucking car. Really
Wouldn't
sat
need to
down,
fucking make no help sign.
laid in the back, got comfortable.
So the
She
helicopter
probably
found
put-
her and
It would
picked
have
her
been
up.
freezing though.
You know
9
what she
days out
used?
there.
9 days, bitch.
She
It would've been
probably
3.
she probably put help exclamation point and the dot was the turtle shell.
Oh,
Oh,
no. It was like, hell, oh, what the fuck? Oh, help there.
Oh, what the
Hell, this bitch.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh,
bitch.
God.
That's a left.
Guns on this?
Yeah, they brought a chopper
This is
gunner.
the news
to
all
the-
day.
They brought a chopper gunner with them. Just fucking gun her down. Just in case it got
There's
crazy.
guns. Fuck.
In case they run into anybody.
So the takeaway, this story is chock full of teachable moments. Never leave the car. Bring
Rule
supplies
number 1.
in your car. Signal for help can save your life.
I got a better one.
And get some training.
No.
Finally, stay in the goddamn car.
Well, no,
Morty.
no.
Stay in the goddamn
Just
car.
don't move to fucking Arizona.
Don't
I
do
mean,
it,
like
man.
There's some stuff in Tuscan.
in Tucson.
Tucson. Listen, we don't need to know the names. They be drunk.
Tuscan.
You be drunk the whole time you there. Like, what? Yeah, some desert, some rocks.
Some
I've been
dirt.
here.
Oh,
We're
shit.
in New Mexico.
Did you see that score?
Oh, yeah, same
Oh,
thing.
right.
Close enough.
But yeah, horrors of the world. As Rick would say, should have stayed in the goddamn car.
Stay in the
Fucking
goddamn
car,
car.
Morty.
Should have stayed in the fucking car, Morty.
You guys got anything you want to say before we finish the podcast?
Have a nice
Anything you want to say for 2020?
new year.
Wait, I want to read my meme.
His ass.
Read that meme.
Finish yours, Sam.
2020's
What?
coming.
Real
You
quick.
didn't finish.
No, it was it.
2020's
Real
coming.
quick, everybody
nice
pose.
meme.
Everybody pose for the thumbnail.
2020's
It's
coming.
a video.
Listen.
It's a
If you have anything else you would
video.
like to tell me before the end of the year, please comment below.
I was like, why you say that so quick?
If you chug a bottle of vodka on December 31st at 11:57,
Yes.
32 seconds, you'll probably be vomiting horrendously when the clock strikes midnight. Start off the year rock bottom so you can only go up.
32 seconds.
If anybody secretly loves me,
Let's do shots. Hold
You
on,
got
bro.
about
We gotta wait at least
one
43
day
minutes,
to tell
43
me.
seconds. But we take these shots.
43 seconds.
All right, we took shot. Are you the whole bottle? Yeah, nigga. Yeah. I'm taking all the shots.
Yeah, let's go.
all the
Put a
shots.
straw
From the
on it and
window to
All
the
right.
wall.
To the walls. To the puke drop down my throat.
Ah, skeet skeet,
No,
goddamn.
no, no, no.
I'm just kidding.
Ah,
I'm
skeet,
It's
skeet,
down your
motherfucker.
balls.
Ah, skeet skeet, goddamn.
Yo.
It's down your balls.
Now I'm thinking of this Reddit post I was gonna talk about, and the tangent is I saw this nigga's balls.
Well,
and clicked on the link and it was a hyperlink. It was blue.
It probably said
It said, "This is my testicle." I clicked on that link.
Who was it?
of course you did.
Dude was in Croatia and he found a chair with some wires on it. And he was in an abandoned building in Croatia, and I found an a torture chair someone used. And someone else was in the comments like, "That's not a torture chair." And this nigga said, "Oh, you know what? I got this car battery. I got all this shit hooked up. Here's a picture of my testicles." And there's a picture of his testicles. He said the most painful part was getting the alligator grips on his testicle. And then there was a picture of his testicle with the alligator grips on it. And I was like, that shit hurt. And then he was like, "So, am I going to come over to help you fuck yourself? Or are you going to do it yourself?" That was the last comment he said. And I was like, you proved your fucking point. Oh, yeah, got
He
it.
should get gold for that.
He got
shit,
so
man.
much gold. And the other comment was at negative 5,000.
Yeah, you're like, fuck him.
Negative
That's not a
5.
torture
I want to
chair.
actually
Well,
find this because I looked at it and I was like, nigga, that's a chair with some wires attached. That's all intents and purposes.
You're gonna show us this picture?
Not the testicle, the chair.
Well, honestly,
That's niggas nuts.
Wait, I know you said you didn't watch.
it's probably gonna pop
I
up.
know you said you didn't
I'm
watch
sure
it.
at some point we're gonna see this testicle.
This shit geeks. Me trying to seduce Joe to let me out of his plexiglass box. You guys know the show You?
Yeah.
What?
You don't even need to watch. I just love it. No. Let me out. You see, it's not safe. Personally.
My life's a lie. Let me out. I I'm really old.
I'm dying.
And I've had.
That's a torture chair.
Yeah, I want to say that's a bad boy.
You want? I can go to those testicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
please.
definitely a torture
Cliff.
chair.
Cliff.
Right? Is that anything but a torture chair?
Cliff. It's not torture chair. It's not torture chair.
Nigga, you
Got
just
wires
want
hooked up to it.
It's not torture chair.
What are they using for?
Where's this testicle? This famous testicle.
Look like a. Look like something that school should.
To torture people. So a
This
torture
nigga
chair.
said. Try connecting the battery to your nipples or your genitals, and keep it connected for a minute or two. Then tell me again that the current can't hurt you. You know what? I'm so sick and tired of armchair experts and bullshitting naysayers. Fine. I don't have a car battery handy at 3 in the morning, but I do have a laboratory power supply.
No.
Oh God.
My God.
Oh God.
You can see it's set to 13.8V, which is the level a car battery typically charges when running. Or the maximum current set to 10 amps, which should be enough for a painful jolt, no? These are my testicles.
Yep, those are testicles.
Straight from the... Straight from the shower.
I don't know what I was expecting.
A testicle.
No! He's trying to kill himself
The
now!
most painful thing was attaching the alligator clips from the power supply, but aside from that, I'd like to report a mild and almost pleasant tingling sensation. Would you like to go fuck yourself, or can I help you with that too?
Well, sassy. He should go fuck.
He got 32 gold for that.
Yeah, nigga.
And the other person has negative 5,000, 51,000.
They were probably like, yo, get away. You should get off of Reddit.
I imagine you angrily taking photos of your balls. Someone walks in, what the hell are you doing? Winning a discussion on the internet.
I'm getting Reddit gold.
Getting that fat upvote.
So today I clicked on a link entitled, These Are My Testicles. I knew there was going to be balls, but I was still surprised by it. I'm not disappointed.
Well.
So yeah, if you're a child, maybe stay off Reddit.
Definitely stay off Reddit.
18 plus only.
You should probably stay off Reddit.
Yeah, I used to browse a subreddit called Watch People Die. Anyway, that's been the podcast, guys.
Watch people die.
No, that shit was like, I think the last video I watched, actually the last 2 videos I watched was one a baby just crawled onto a train track under the train, and the train just didn't stop.
Why is this on Reddit?
It
Just is what it
was, because there literally is like
Still is.
a nice side of Reddit. If you're a child and aren't corrupted, you can go all over Reddit and be fine. But
all
if
over
you have like 1 ounce of corruptibility, and you click on something else, or at least there used to be so many different subreddits, and then Reddit wants to be ad friendly now, so they're start banning all these subreddits. Like Watch People Die got banned like maybe a year ago, and now they're going on from those like violent subreddits to like there's a point where they started banning all things with guns, but there's a subreddit for selling guns, and they tried to ban that, and the people are like, yo, we're legally selling guns, like what? Like you can't ban us for doing something that we're legally doing. But then they're also coming for like streaming sites now. So a lot of our NFL streaming, our NBA streaming, our college football streaming, our WWE streaming, all that shit is gone because it's illegal. They want you to go watch it on their channel. And Reddit's like, yeah, if you give us advertisement money, we'll take that shit down. So you lose the murder, you lose the free TV.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, give us back the murder.
Okay. You know what? Nope, we're gonna skip on that page.
No, free TV. That's what I meant. Give us free TV, not murder. Murder too. But my name's Cliff. These have been Sam Christina, and this has been Higher Educations. That's like I said your name, like I ordered a sandwich in New York.
Yeah.
Bacon and cheese on a roll.
Higher.
Yeah, wait, put on fucking sesame roll. Yeah, wait a second. You forgot sesame roll.
That's the ham. That's the white cheese. That's the mayo.
Yeah,
This has been Higher Educations
Ham.
podcast. Dark meat. What do you want me?
I am salami, if anything, alright? Pepperoni, okay? Roast beef, alright? I am not ham.
I'll take tomato.
All right, bye. And then we see Drogon blasting through the city.
In a chair.
And Shrek was pretty. I maybe wash the shit off my hands, and then we peel it off. I've heard of buoyancy related to like boats, and like for example, how little compromise with evil is okay as long as it all works out in the end, right? Bop, bop. He had it with the shield. He said,
have that shit.
Everyone
No,
was flaming
like,
them too.
fuck that, dude.
Everyone
Like,
was flaming.
Hey, we racing the roof.
Like, do something if it means everything or whatever the fuck it said. I guess.
Never wanted you to work.